It's okay. It's alright. Just take your time. Then what happened?
He had a gun. He made me do it. He put that thing on me. And he made me wear it.
Do you remember what he looked like?
Oh God, oh God, oh God, he had...
That shall be enough info for us, because we'll be reviewing it down for you.
Oh God, he had a gun in my mouth.
I'll keep that in mind. What's up, everybody? This is Storm from Storm and Blackbird, and we are gonna be going into Planet Flood. Eh?
Yeah, hi. I'm in Canada. After you, eh?
Let us waste no time and get into the map already. First, we'll be dropped off in a, okay. Something's not going right, Right, I need basic knowledge here. I need to find the story. Don't cheat. Okay. Fuck this shit. I've seen this countless of times with these single player maps. That no story is given. Not even in the readme. I'm surprised there was a readme. But why wasn't the important part there? I don't care what, when, and where. I just needed to know how and why. Look at this. Even an elite gets stuck in a scrotum. That's just one thing to know about everything, right? What the fuck, Arnie? I didn't even hear you saying wrong. Nonetheless, we've been caught in a moment's notice before the flood attacked us. Us being me, Marines, and elites. Again, I have no idea why these elites just sided with us. I hear no story. You hear me? Fucking story is everything here. I have no idea why did I do. After decimating the first wave of floods, you have no idea where to go, as there's no indication where to go, or any objective points. Nothing. If only there was a story, maybe we would know. But nonetheless, the player is forced to move somewhere. And I mean move. Get used to that tone, people. I'll be using that so often here.
What the hell are you?
Now this is where things get interesting. Here we see some never before seen floods. Annoying ones too. The problem is that their hitboxes are shit. The only way to hit them is when your crosshair says it's red. But the general area is basically what's under the head. No kidding, wherever you want to hit it, like the scrotum on its back. That's not an option. Don't try it like I do though. Meleeing this thing will take forever, as this thing has an enormous amount of health. Use a shotgun, or an assault rifle. But the assault rifle is kinda mediocre here. I'll tell you why later. But there are two things that you're gonna need to know from here on. One, the squad you left behind, or whatever's left of it, won't follow you at all. They'll stay there, scratching their heads as you go forward into nothingness. Like, literally, what's the story here? Why wouldn't they come with me? Why should I go alone in there? Why can't I ask for help? What is this?
I need a vacation.
And now you'll just be walking towards whatever is gonna happen. Like, your death. Alas, we find our next encounter. The thing you need to know about this place is that it's two-sided. You get attacked from both sides, so keep your ass safe. You're next to a bottomless pit, so make use of these infection forms as they will explode and catapult everyone down there.
Remember, Sally, when I promised to kill you last?
That's what made you did.
I lied.
Once you get past all of that, you'll be greeted by a checkpoint. Yay! Any single player map with a checkpoint is a good single player map now, is it? Anyhow, you'll be introduced to these human infection forms with weapons. The one thing this map doesn't have is ammo shortages. You will be filled with ammo through these things, as they're practically everywhere and throughout this map. Once you bypass the bridge, you'll get into an area where you'll have to do a lot of thinking. First off, everything you see here that's moving can kill you. You're gonna have to think hard on how you're gonna encounter that. Because one thing's for certain, these big things are slain by a whole squad. 4 to be exact, at the beginning of the map. You're alone. And what you're gonna do to them is gonna be difficult stuff. A shotgun is the best premise, or a rocket launcher. And just like the other new flood type, this thing has a shit hitbox. You're gonna fire under the head yet again to make sure that it actually causes itself damage. Just like the looks and the gameplay. What a joke that thing is.
One ugly motherfucker.
And don't even get me started on these flying flood thingies. They shoot at you. Whatever they're shooting at you, it's annoying. And it's dangerous. And you just can't get to the scorpion that you want to go in, that you see at the first sight. There are just 2 ways to get through this part of the level. One is the difficult way, and the second is a very long one. The first would be to slither your way in the cliffs and be undetected as long as possible. But even then that goes to shit because all of them, all the freaking things up there can fire you in a collective manner and you'll die as you go in the scorpion. Side note here, if you go to the left side of the area, you won't find anything useful. This whole area is pretty much useless. You won't find anything new, you won't find any detours. Why this was added, I have no idea. It's just there. It's just there.
Hello, cutie pie. One of us is in deep trouble.
The second one would be to use a magnum and fire these things out of the sky. A magnum against floods. You know, that's actually a good idea. There should have been a flood infection form where other weapons can actually do something. The Magnum and Sniper Rifle were incredibly lackluster against these floods. Now you can use the Magnum at least. There's no Sniper Rifle here as far as I know. You can use that and kill some things. That's actually a good idea, eh? The only problem is there are so many of them that you're gonna need to preserve a lot of time to get them down. And I mean, there are a lot of them.
Fuck you.
So, as previously mentioned, use the most powerful gun in the entire universe and kill these flying things as much as you can so that they won't kill you at the end. I mean, you can use the machine gun turret, but even then that'll take a long time as well. The gun ain't no Arnold Schwarzenegger gun, that's for sure. That area was the most difficult you can ever encounter in this map. Well, further on you're gonna get into a cave filled with floods and guns. Now you may have seen that some flood infections have rocket launchers. Ugh, dang. Fun situation, keeps you concentrated. Just like here, where you'll meet more of these big flood thingies, but now they can fire shit at you. There's just no stopping the evolution of these floods anymore.
Do it! Do it! Come on! Kill me! I'm here! Come on! Do it now! Kill me!
Once that whole area is cleared, you'll get introduced back to these flying flood thingies. I mean, surely you have better things to do. So I'm just gonna skip that part, because nothing interesting happened while I was there. It's just shoot the machine gun turret and shoot and shoot. Though the one thing notable is that you can get another shotgun. Which is strange, because two things. One, it doesn't actually change anything. It's just the regular shotgun with a new look. And second, you can't find any more ammo for this thing. It's a lone weapon. That's it. Moving on. Further into the cave, you'll meet a checkpoint where you're forced to get out of your scorpion. I'm sorry, but no, just no. I mean, if you're gonna force the player to do something, make it at least reasonable. Getting him systematically out of the scorpion, no one buys that. You have absolutely no idea why you're forced to get out of the scorpion. It's the most useful thing you found in this map. Now you're gonna have to not use it anymore because the map tells you to. Seriously, you could have placed barricades, because then it's actually reasonable to not use a scorpion, because it won't actually pass through the barrier no matter how much you try. You just have to find a good logistics option to put his things in. It's really easy. But this method was too easy, and second, annoying as fuck. Right, without the scorpion, anything that's going to happen will happen at a slow pace. I wonder how it snows indoors. At all. This cave is weird. All of the caves are weird. Or maybe I just haven't visited enough of them. In this part of the cave you'll meet some Sankheli infection forms. The thing about them that makes them look interesting is that they are actually also invisible. Keep in mind when you follow these things, because they are the ones that follow you. That thing isn't alive. It's dead, but it's in an infinite loop of falling animation. Poor thing. Right, once you completed the cave, you'll be walking more. More encounters, more walking, more encounters, more walking, more encounters, more walking, more encounters, more walking.
Shut up!
It's hard finding to say something interesting about this map now. I pretty much said every tips I can tell you now. But anyways, this base has also nothing interesting in it. Except the voices you hear everywhere. What I mean is that you'll get a surprise when you find out where they come from. And then the rest of the map is basically the same thing I've said before. Encounters and walking. So we'll just get right into the end, where you'll get escorted with a sudden teleportation in a pelican.
We must hurry.
Again, how and why? If only there were a story in here, but anyways, you'll get Guilty Spark in your ears right after that. Strange, why do we have Guilty Spark alive here? Or even better, Why is it... okay, you know what, screw that. I won't get any answers anyway. Right, now we're gonna go into the actual review. First off, this map is incredibly long. You're gonna take about an hour to finish this thing. One is for certain, the map is big, really big, cut into 3 parts, and yet you find yourself finding the same thing over and over again, with exceptional encounters that all seem to have landed only in the first part. The second part only includes a few, but the first one is where things shine. The entire encounter with the big flood thingies and the flying flood thingies made me think too much, but it was an experience. Initializing the Magnum with its wort was a good idea, finally a use for this gun. The new floods were okay, it's just that the hitboxes are a little questionable, but nonetheless gave me a good time. Weapon wise, they're there, but that shotgun really was unnecessary. And the one thing for sure, the story and the part where you have to be forced out of the Scorpion for no fucking reason. The readme should at least contain some text on the context of the whole map. There should have been one. It's as easy as done. You shouldn't put it in the map for good measures. You can just put it in the readme. Save some space, save some time. All there is to it. For all that, this map gets from me a 6.7 out of 10. It's in the zone of above average and underachieving. So, what are these last minutes for? Haha, good question. Well, I discovered something at the start of this map that I am able to break the whole map. Here it is. When you get out of the Pelican, make sure to spam the equip button and then you'll get back in and fly with the Pelican. It's strange that you can actually still do this, but you're gonna use it. You're gonna fly over the battlefield and fly away until the Pelican stops. This is where gold happens. Now you're able to go over the map, skipping all of the encounters, skipping all the checkpoints. And even after the first cave, you can still go up the map legitly. You can also bypass checkpoints and encounters this way. Then for some reason you can find a road in a cave, which is also empty. Nothing here. For whatever reason it's there, it's just nothing. Moving on. The ground is also made of blue gluey stuff. Why? And how? You can't even trigger the ending this way, meaning you can get inside the Death Island base. Oh, there's nothing inside. Strangely enough. It's really strangely enough. But then you'll find another cave, and this is where I'm gonna stop, because people, you gotta play this map yourselves for now, because I'm always spoiling till the end, right? But in that cave you'll find something incredible. Get your horses and download this map. No matter how difficult this map is for you, I actually went through till the end, and I suck, so don't you worry about that. So thanks for watching, and see ya.